I don't like people. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't like people.
I have gotten high with every person in my DARE class, including the cop that taught the class.
I've been married for 2 years, and I think enough time has passed that I can now say with authority that the best thing about being married is getting engaged. My wife and I have discussed it, and we've decided we don't want to have a baby until we are absolutely certain that having a baby is the only thing that will save our marriage. Don't get me wrong, I want to have a kid, just not right now. I want to have a baby when I'm like 70. That way it's just like a 5 or 10 year commitment. I think I can handle that. So we came to the decision, but then we had to tell our families. You know, we had to break it to everybody that we aren't going to have kids, and that didn't go well. My mother took it the worst. My mother actually tried to bargain with us. My mother said, well, what if you were to conceive a child in a lab and I were to carry it to term for you? That's the God's honest truth. She said that to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was just like, Mom, you were like the giving tree, right? When are you going to stop giving? What a generous offer. I'm so touched, you know, and it's as much fun as I'm sure it would be to raise my brother's son. I'm going to have to turn you down, right? Because, I don't know, call me old-fashioned, but I think the only time in my life that it's appropriate for my mother and my sperm to come in contact is when she was doing my laundry. This is what I learned having my wife personal train me, is that anytime for the rest of my life anybody ever tells me a story that involves them having sex with their personal trainer, I'm going to call bullshit on it right away. There is no way that I could ever arouse someone sexually who has just seen how little I can lift, how much I look like a geriatric woman when I run, and how much I fart and curse when I do any physical activity at all. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, God, died. So, baby, you want to get on this now, or should I shower? How's that? You know, I used to like to wear concert t-shirts. Concert t-shirts were always cool, but the concert t-shirts aren't cool anymore, you know, because you walk around and you think I'm cool, like my t-shirt saying, like, I did the Rolling Stones. But nowadays, people look at that t-shirt and all that's saying is, that guy shops at Target.
I was raised on two things, superstition and guilt. And those two things came crashing together when I was 13 years old. My father warned me never to masturbate because all my dead relatives could watch. Then he hung their pictures all over my bedroom walls. Joke was on him, though, because my great-great-grandmother was
How's it going? My parents are in the front row. That's great. A little pressure, a little added pressure.
And your grandparents.
Trying to make them proud, I don't know. It's tough with my sister. My sister, you know, graduated college. Had a kid. Doesn't have crippling debt. She's just buying a house, my sister, just buying a house. So she's been living at my parents' house for the last 2 months. So, you know, one kid went to college, and the other kid smokes dope every day. And 10 years later, guess who the fuck had to move home? Yeah. Winning!
because I bought a pedometer, which is this little device, and you hook it up to your shoe, you run, and it tells you how far that you went. Now that's a great thing to have, because now I know things about myself. For example, now I know that if I run for half a mile without stopping, blood shoots right out of my nose. Day 1, mile 1. Day 2, I'm running 2 miles. Day after that, I'm running 3 miles. Then eventually, I'm running the New York Marathon. Reality set in sometime in the middle of the night, because I woke up the next morning in so much blinding pain from my bald spot all the way on down that for a minute I actually thought my polio vaccine had worn off. I tell you though, the good news is that I eventually did find a way to get my money's worth out of my pedometer. What I did is I hooked it up to a wristband, and now I know that I masturbate after 3 miles a day.
You're gonna live the rest of your life with this person, you don't know what they're like in bed until your wedding night? What happens your wedding night? You find out that your partner can't come unless he's dressed like Batman. Then you're stuck for the rest of your life. Anytime you're horny, you have to shine a flashlight on the ceiling, you know?